Thanks very much, Michelle. Well, hey, we have been looking forward to introducing Kevin Smith to our viewers for a long time. Welcome to the show, friend.
Thank you.
I Legally Sold Drugs. I haven't seen a book title like that attention-grabbing in a long time. When we come back, we're going to find out what's behind Kevin's book and find out more on his personal story, how he successfully quit smoking, how you can too.
But Mr. Jesperson, superstar of the Hollywood screen and BT fame, take it away.
Yeah, right. Kevin Smith, the author of I Legally Sold Drugs. You've been watching the behind-the-scenes breakfast television chaos today, and you're wondering what you got yourself into.
Yeah, I was a little bit confused there, but we're back on track now. That's great.
Well, Kevin, the reason that we brought you here is because I'm very intrigued, not only in the content of your book, I Legally Sold Drugs, but also how you came about to authoring this. Tell us your story.
Okay, well, I used to smoke over a pack and a half a day, and I was able to quit smoking. But more importantly, I went on to own a gas station where I sold over 1 million packs of cigarettes. And I shared my method with my customers over the course of 6 years. So really, this method is improved upon smoker by smoker. And it finally became so successful that I decided to sell the gas station and write this quit smoking book.
Was it something where you felt like there was some sort of moral, your morality had been compromised by selling the cigarettes, and now is this your way, in a sense, of not only passing along the information, but kind of giving back, kind of making up for it?
Yes, exactly. When you're in the pits of it and you're actually selling cigarettes to over 1,000 people on a weekly basis, you really get to see the impact of what you're doing to society. So I thought I'd do a U-turn and change my efforts and help people quit smoking.
Great. Well, I applaud you for that. Now, of course, when it's no small task to take on, saying that you're going to teach people how to quit smoking, because we know it can be one of the toughest things that anybody can accomplish in their life. Where do you start?
Well, what makes this method so successful is you actually lose the desire to smoke while you read the book. So over 28 days, you start participating in different routine-breaking exercises, which really brings about that addictive voice in your head. And from there, we start to show you how to challenge that addictive voice, which keeps people smoking.
Okay, so you can smoke while you're reading the book, so people don't need to necessarily have, as you say, all of their P's in a row when they start. You can start right now, even if you're smoking, like you were, a pack and a half, 2 packs a day.
Absolutely, yeah. I failed over 7 times to quit smoking, and I finally decided that I need to prepare myself, and that's how this method was really born. But more importantly, it was improved upon over 100 smokers. Improved upon this method. As I shared this method, they would say, well, why don't you try this? This really worked good for me, and this worked good for me, and I would share that with the next person, and so forth and so forth.
So what is it? I mean, I don't want to talk about the physiology of it or the medical explanation, but what do you think it is that makes quitting smoking so tough? Why do people have such a hard time even preparing themselves to quit right off the bat?
Well, there's 4 cigarettes that really keep people enslaved. There's the routine cigarettes, so smoking while they drive, with their coffee, after dinner. Then there's the emotional cigarettes, that when people feel nervous, they'll run for their falsified comfort, which is the cigarettes. And then there's mankind's reluctance to let go of things. So throughout childhood, even since we're little children, we start my toy, my this, my that. Well, that carries through with adulthood. And what happens is people take that mindset and they continue with their cigarettes with that. So it's really even harder to let go of cigarettes because it's my cigarette, it's my after dinner smoke, it's mine. So we show people how to let go of their attachment to things as well in this book.
Okay, you talked about something else that I thought was interesting, the past triggering the future. And I know that for a lot of people there's the routine, there's the tradition, they've leaned on cigarettes to provide them with certain things, but is there a way to envision a future without cigarettes even while you're still smoking? Something to sort of give you a goal or something to strive for?
Absolutely, your health, for instance, the money that you'll save. And once you're off the cigarettes, you won't miss it. If I could tell everybody, I mean, I used to smoke, and once I quit, it was the best thing. I was actually just talking to the camera guy here at Break, and he quit 4 years ago, and he just told me it was the best thing he ever did. He wished he never would have started.
And you were saying also your sort of testimonial side of this, that you had to learn to also leave the Captain Blacks alone and the cigars at the birthday parties alone and all of that.
Yes, and that's what this method does. It forms that acceptance that you're better off without it. So that when you're having that drink, what happens with a lot of people, they'll take the Nicorette gum or the patches, and it won't address that psychological impact where they think they need that cigarette while they're having the drink with their friends. And that's what this book does. It shows you how to address those thoughts before your quit day.
Okay. He is Kevin Smith. The book is I Legally Sold Drugs, Changing Mindsets for a Smoke-Free You. We want to thank you for being here.
Thank you very much.
3 copies for giveaway. We'll take the first 3 emails through. If you're looking to change your outlook, to change, make a positive change for your health, send us an email, breakfasttelevision.ca, connect with BT. The first 3 through will get an autographed copy. Thanks so much for being here, Kevin.
Thanks so much.
All right, Michelle McDougall, sunny skies ahead. Is that the deal for us in the forecast too?